I would say it is a story of a man who is wrestling with always feeling displaced in his life and is within a dreamscape, goes into the Black Forest in search of a resolution. And what we meet, that's the sentence, is like the kind of overarching view is a young man that's felt unsettled his whole life is seeking to really feel something and to know why he feels unsettled and to find either peace or an absolution or something, there's something he's looking for. And it's about the conflict of humanity and nature. And you see all the dead wolves behind me, this kind of savagery of like mankind destroying nature and therefore destroying the mystical qualities, right? This comes from a fairy tale, so that the forest is where change occurs. Going into the forest, you encounter people that change your life. You encounter beings, you encounter figments of your imagination. So it's not like a supernatural being, it's a projection and a dream of something that impacts you. Matthias and I talked a lot initially when he was writing it about some of his influences, his gestures, even his artistic influences, which I found helpful. And my job was to kind of coalesce it into something over time. I'm making it sound easy. It's kind of hard and scary at times, like you don't know what it's going to sound like. You have to trust a kind of intuition, but it also means in the rehearsal room, there's a lot of me that feels like impulsive. And I'm kind of hearing things in like, it's where I've pushed certain props and costumes as far into delay as possible so that the generation of the art feels in the current of all of the departments making the piece. And that's antithetical to a lot of ways in which opera often wants to work, where they want all the decisions made in a year in advance. I just think world premieres benefit from a little ambiguity and flexibility. Like even right now, talking to you, I don't necessarily know how I'm going to end the opera because I think it will feel like a decision that's made by all of us in the room as opposed to just myself. Cold heart for me is really like indifference. We were talking about this today in rehearsal, and the cold heart is I often think that, you can say horrible things to someone, you can get into fights, you can have all these things, you can be passionate, it can be, a rip-roaring fight. But really the most devastating thing for anyone is someone they care about being indifferent to them and not caring. And just, it doesn't rate. They don't clock it, right? It's not dismissive because dismissive is engaging. Indifference is I don't even engage with it and I don't care and I do something else. And that leaves somebody feeling empty. And I think there's a way in which Peter, the idea of the cold heart is an examination of where indifference is weaponized and how it is really awful as a feeling. And it's kind of where the end of the piece is revealing everyone's true nature.